Yo, what's happening, fantasy fans, fantasy football lovers? It's your boy Hot Soup. Do not set your lineups this week in week 2 until you heard my top 5 picks. We're about to go over them right now. Not sure if you guys already checked out I Told You So episode from week number 1. If you go back and you check it out, man, you'll see I went 8 for 10 on my top 5 starts, top 5 sits in week 1. There's going to be no difference in week 2. Not sure if you guys already checked out I Told You So episode from week number 1. If you go back and you check it out, man, you'll see I went 8 for 10 on my top 5 starts, top 5 sits in week 1. There's going to be no difference in week 2. Top 5 starts for week 1. Mr. Mike Evans is on top of my list. He makes the list again this week. And why? Rightfully so. He is a target monster, a red zone monster. You need to get him in your lineups. He's going versus Detroit this week, who is ranked last in the NFL versus the receiver. Mike Evans is going to eat. Baker Mayfield is going to eat. Let me tell y'all, man, I'm forecasting 12 targets, 9 receptions, 131 yards, and a touchdown from Mike Evans this week. If you got him, make sure you put him in your lineup. Wide receiver 1, lock it, load it, and forget it. That's right, man. You heard it from the soup. Our number 2 player that we need to have in lineups, all fantasy lineups, locked and loaded, Jerome Ford. That's right, man. Your boy Nick Chubb is still injured. He's not coming back until maybe week 6, week 7, maybe even later on. Jerome Ford, great pickup. Y'all was grabbing him in the 11th and 12th round. He was still out there. Great pickup. The man is getting all the touches in the backfield over in Cleveland. We know Cleveland needs some help on. Oh, man, he's going to be getting a lot of receptions as well. Jerome Ford goes off for 21 touches this week, 123 yards, and a touchdown. That's going to be good for 21.8 fantasy points. If you got Jerome Ford, he needs to be locked in your RB2 position. If you don't have an RB1, he can be that for you in week 2. Next up, and y'all know we're going to start this guy. You got to start him, Cooper Kupp. No more Puka right now. Puka's out for 4 weeks for sure. That means he may not be coming back to week 6 because I believe that bye week is 5. That's right. No Puka until week 6. That means we get 3 straight weeks of Cooper Kupp, Mr. 20 targets. Nothing's going to be different this game. He's going to get 20 targets, 14 receptions, 147 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's right. I'm forecasting 2 touchdowns. He will be the number 1 or number 2 wide receiver in week 2. He's going to be good for 33.7 fantasy points. If you got Cooper Kupp, he's a lock and load. Don't even think about it. Our 4th player is going to be Trey McBride. Let me tell you something, man. Trey McBride is going against the LA Rams. Those LA Rams right now rank 23rd against the tight end. He's going to get 11 targets, 8 receptions, 87 yards, and a touchdown. Listen, McBride is a big part of that offense. You saw Kyler Murray leaning to him at the end of the season last year. You're going to see a lot more this year, man. Listen, he may not have had a big game in week 1, but that's okay, man. Kyler Murray, he's getting that offense together. That offense is going to be zooming, zinging in week number 2 against the LA Rams. I see that as a potential shootout. I'm talking about 60 plus points. That's right. They're going to be in the 20s and 30s. I would get that guy in your lineup ASAP. McBride, lock it and load it and forget it. And our 5th player who I love this year, and I'm so glad that I grabbed him like 6 or 7 leagues, and I just traded for him in one of my Yahoo leagues yesterday. A lot of people aren't really high on him because he wasn't as accurate as we thought he was in week 1. But Mr. Jayden Daniels is going to be getting it done on the ground. Listen, man, that kid knows how to slide. I don't foresee him getting hurt this year. Jayden Daniels was out there sliding like a slip and slide. That's right, man. Get Jayden Daniels in your lineup. He's going against the New York Giants. Piss poor defense. That's right, man. Y'all seeing how them Giants was giving up points? Ain't going to be no difference with Jayden Daniels. Get him in your lineups. Lock it. Load it. You heard it from the soup. Those are my top 5 starts for week number 2. Come check us out for our next episode, top 5 sits for week 2. And then check me out later on in the week for I Told You So I could tell you, hey, I told you so. It's your boy Hot Soup, man, and I'm out.